early Brian De Palma, we have early Robert De Niro, we've got voyeurism, political satire, fake documentary, counterculture, chaos, and total cinematic madness all collided in one film. Today I'm going to be talking about High Mom from 1970, part of the Radiance range, number 179, and their latest 4K UHD, and this is one of those early new Hollywood films that feels genuinely dangerous, messy, angry, it's kind of funny, a little bit uncomfortable, and completely unpredictable.
I mean, why is that, huh? I don't see my daughter doing that.
Hey.
That's all right. Well, he means well.
Robert De Niro plays Jon Rubin, a Vietnam veteran and aspiring filmmaker who returns to New York to decide his next big artistic idea, and comes across with this idea of filming his neighbours from across the street in the building opposite. So right away you can really see the De Palma influence here, ideas that he would work into his scripts again and again. Voyeurism, performance, surveillance, media manipulation, violence, a spectacle, and people turning real life into cinema.
You like it. I'm glad you like it.
What's your name? John, right?
John, right? John, I told you.
281. Confessions of a Peeping John.
Jon Rubin had already appeared in De Palma's earlier movie Greetings, so High Mom plays like an almost chaotic continuation of that character's journey. And Robert De Niro is excellent as Jon Rubin. He is fascinating because you can really feel him really take this role and do something different with it. Before he became Robert De Niro, who was the legend that he was, Jon Rubin isn't a typical protagonist. He's a creep, he's an opportunistic person, he's a performer, a fraud, and eventually something much more dangerous. And what makes De Niro's performance so interesting is that he plays Joe as if it's someone constantly switching identities. He wants to be various different people, and whatever the moment takes him, that will be the person he's going to be. But none of them feel like the authentic Joe. He is like this walking satire of male ego.
Whatever you want to do, I'm willing, because I think I can play a cop. Sure, I know I can.
Come on, my goddamn door! We're gonna have any perverts here?
What's really exciting about High Mom is how De Palma is experimenting so aggressively with the medium. He isn't the polished director that we would know. This isn't Carrie or Blowout, Dressed to Kill or Body Double. It's rougher, scrappier, way more chaotic. All the obsessions and all the familiar kind of traits and things are there within this. The camera is never innocent in this film. Watching becomes an act of control, becoming part of what's going on. Filming becomes exploitation, and De Palma constantly asks the question of the audience, are they any better than Joe, while we watch this all unfold. The film starts out like this dark comedy about voyeurism and underground filmmaking, but then it shifts into something far more confrontational. The most famous section is probably the Be Black Baby, where white liberal audience members are forced into deliberately provocative and disturbing performance art about race, power, guilt and exploitation. And honestly, it is incredibly uncomfortable still, but it's meant to be that way. De Palma isn't trying to make the audience relax. He's had these moments of levity all the way through it, and he is attacking the viewer as much as some of the people taking participation in this performance art. its political posturing, its media reaction, and the way people congratulate themselves for consuming this radical art without really changing anything was just laugh out loud funny.
No, it was magnificent. A magnificent experience. I'm tickled I came.
It made you feel what it felt like to be a Negro. I mean, it really gave you to be black.
It really makes you stop and think, really.
What surprised me most about this was how it still seems kind of pertinent today, how the tone is all over the place, but I mean that in a positive way. And sometimes it can even change mid-scene, and that won't work for everybody, where you can go through something feeling a certain emotion and then woof, it just changes and the tone is completely different and it makes you uncomfortable as a viewer, and that's a great place to be. Radiance have given Hi Mom the 4K treatment, and as with the rest of their 4Ks, it includes the Blu-ray. It looks excellent. It has a wealth of new extras, of which we're going to dive in and talk about just now. First up, we have an audio commentary by Travis Woods. Dionysus in '69. Brian De Palma directs this film performance of the performance group's immersive production of Dionysus in '69. Directed for the stage by Richard Schneider, in the film De Palma captures the burgeoning experimental theatre scene that would inspire Hi Mom's most famous sequence, while also developing the split-screen camera techniques that would later become one of his trademarks. It's from 1970 and it runs for 1 hour, 25 minutes and 27 seconds, and it is a really great addition to this disc, but a really weird thing on its own. Definitely a curio more than a must-watch. Next we have Son of Greetings, behind the scenes of Hi Mom. In this rare footage, filmmaker Peter Davis was granted unlimited access to the set of Hi Mom to film behind the scenes footage. In this edited compilation, Davis's camera candidly captures the young cast and crew on set, including De Niro signing an early autograph, De Palma directing his actors, and the extended rehearsals for the Be Black Baby sequence. Licensed exclusively to Radiance by Radiance Films. From 1970, and it runs for 1 hour, 16 minutes, 29 seconds, and it is really fascinating. Obviously, you're getting to see these people, they're not talking directly to the camera, it's almost like fly in the wall, just seeing De Palma direct, seeing the actors converse, see them staging out sequences and scenes. What a fantastic addition to this disc. Next, we have Ellen E. Jones. Critic and broadcaster Ellen E. Jones examines Brian De Palma's Hi Mom, exploring what it means in the context of De Palma's career and analysing the film's infamously shocking satire of race in America. Recorded exclusively for Radiance Films in January 2026, and it runs for 12 minutes 23 seconds, and it is a terrific talking head. You can tell she's got a real passion for the film. Talking about some of the influences that came along the way in certain sequences, and I was engaged the entire time. It was a great extra. Next we have Charles Hirsch. In this archival interview, producer and co-screenwriter of Hi Mom, Charles Hirsch recalls his experiences working on the film, originally recorded for Arrow Films in 2018, and it runs for 9 minutes 41 seconds. Again, another quick interview. Really fun, full of information, why they wanted to make this, why they wanted to continue and follow the character of Joe into this movie. And another welcome addition. There is a trailer that rounds out the on-disc extras. Included in this set is a 22-page booklet with the medium is the message, an interplay of ideas in Brian De Palma's Hi Mom from 2026, and then a note on Dionysus in '69. And that's the extras for Hi Mom. So there we have it. Hi Mom is messy, it's really abrasive, it's charged, and it's wildly uneven. But that's also what makes it incredibly fascinating. It feels like a film made by someone testing how far they can push the medium at that time. And not everyone's going to love this one, and that's perfectly fine as well. But if you're interested in both De Palma and De Niro, you're going to find something here that you really do enjoy. So I was really excited to see this release. It lived up to my expectations. It's not clean, it's not comfortable, but it feels alive, and there's a certain energy that comes from the film that I really enjoyed. I would love to know what you think of High Mom if you've seen it, so let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on the film. I'm a little bit about greetings as well, whether you like that and you like this character. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box below, or links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.